Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
What's going on right now?
I'm just still waiting. Do I speak to the court housing clerk or?
I'm supposed to be in a Zoom meeting, and am I in the Zoom meeting?
Oh, I believe you are in the Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Okay, so do I just sit here to wait to speak to the judge or whoever I need to speak to?
I am not sure for really, but I'm waiting like you. I am the interpreter only.
You're waiting too as well?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I'm totally confused on what's going on. So we just sit here and wait until someone talks to us?
Yes.
Okay. Do you work at the courthouse or are you waiting to see is anyone there?
Everyone's just waiting right now to be.
14A District Court, Washington County, State of Michigan is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable Judge J. Cedric Simpson presiding.
Do we have the attorney?
No, nobody's checked in, and as far as I know, we haven't received any communication.
Yes.
Is this the Levine's office?
Yes. The email them. I haven't received a response.
No response. All right. Well, here we go. Just gonna start calling. Let me make sure that the 21st at 8:30, that's what it says. Court does call the case of Arbor Meadows versus Charles Carter and Julius Rutledge. Carter or Rutledge? Not checked in. Neither party appeared. Case dismissed. Court does call the case Arbor Meadows versus Kevin Love. Kevin Love, neither party appeared. Case dismissed. Court calls case of Arbor Meadows versus Jerry Martin. You here? Jerry Martin, not checked in, neither party appeared. Case dismissed. Court calls case of Augusta Woods Community versus
I'm
William
here.
Johnson. Hold it, who was
I'm
that?
here. I'm sorry to interrupt. This is Jerry Martin. This is my first time ever. I thought I was checked in.
It's okay.
I apologize tremendously.
No, it's okay. Well, they're not here. Do you have a motion to dismiss without prejudice?
I don't know what this means. Like I'm in the process of selling my home.
All right. Nobody for the plaintiff is here. So I
Okay,
can't
so what does that
proceed
mean?
with the
Okay.
case. So
Okay.
if you're moving to dismiss the case, I will dismiss the case. They can try to reopen it, but at this point I would dismiss the case.
Okay, so then I'm okay until I talk to them on Monday.
Pardon?
So am I okay until and I go talk to the owner on Monday? So am I okay until Monday?
Yep, you're okay until Monday.
Okay, I appreciate all your help. Thank you.
Okay, you're making that motion to dismiss?
Yes, sir.
Okay, case dismissed.
All right,
Have
thank
a great
you.
weekend. You're welcome.
You too. All right, bye-bye.
Augusta Woods versus William Johnson. Mr. William Johnson, can you hear me? Send him a message just indicating that plaintiff has failed to appear. The court's going to dismiss the case without prejudice. Whitaker Oaks versus Kimberly Keith.
Hello, Your Honor. This is
Hello.
Hannah Kemper representing Kimberly Keith.
Okay, well, you can't represent her. What's your relation to Miss Keith?
Actually, the one who is responsible for the home. My mother, was just like a co-signer for the place. So she actually doesn't live at Whitaker Oaks.
Okay, gotcha. I remember. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can do. I don't have an attorney here for the other side. I don't have anybody for the plaintiff.
Okay.
So are you moving to dismiss the case at this point?
Yes, sir.
All right. Plaintiff failed to appear. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is that it for that block? Nice.
I think Mr. Johnson mentioned this one, but I don't think he's seen it.
Mr. Johnson? Can you unmute and talk to me? Oh, there's a camera. Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, can you hear me?
Sorry, I couldn't get it to work for a second.
Okay, you're okay. The plaintiff failed to appear on your case, so I dismissed it.
Okay.
Okay, they may bring it back or try to reopen the case, but right now the case is dismissed, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
And you too. And I have a
Wow.
person that is labeled Google Pixel Pro. Ma'am, can you unmute and tell us your name?
Hi, Christina Gonzalez for Northville Crossing.
She's very early.
I think you may be very early. But
Oh,
hold
I
on.
thought it was for 8:30.
It's okay. We'll
All right.
figure out when you're supposed to be here.
Okay.
At what time? Boy, you're really early.
6 p.m.
You're
Oh,
set
my
for 3
goodness.
o'clock.
Oh, okay. So that's good because I just had I just got the money order so I can go pay it now because I was worried I wouldn't being able to pay before I seen you. So okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
All
All
right.
right. So we'll see you at 3. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Have a calls the case of Northville Crossing versus Jose Gonzalez Ramos.
Present,
Huh?
Christina Gonzalez.
Hello.
Hi,
She's here.
I'm
All
back.
right. You're back. All right.
I was with you this
And-
morning, too early.
Yes,
remember?
ma'am. No, I remember. You were here at like 9.
I just like
All
watching
right.
your courtroom. I'm just gonna log in every day because you crack me up.
Okay. All right. Where are we now in this case?
Your Honor, my client confirmed receipt of a $600 payment, which was promised last week. Total with costs, $1,651.80.
That was a 650
180.
80. Got it. Okay. Salas, how are you going to get that paid?
So
Christina.
I was on medical leave. I just got back to work, so I can pay July's rent and the rearage of what I'm in by the end of July.
Okay, let's try to work this out though. When's the next time you can make a payment on this amount?
Next Friday.
And how much will that be?
I can do 600 again.
Okay, so then that's gonna leave you about 1,000 thereabouts for
Correct.
June. When can you get that cleared?
I can do it in July. Again, I was off on medical leave and my checks were nowhere near what I make regularly. So I can also call into my 401k and see if I can pull out of that. I haven't pulled out of that in a minute. I'm not sure if there's anything available for me to pull out yet.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't have authority to approve that, but I'm texting my client to see if they are able to work with Ms. Gonzalez. If we could pass on the matter briefly, I will see if my client's willing to work something out. Ms. Gonzalez, you think you can make payments every Friday until it's paid up, last payment the last Friday of the month?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's see if they'll work it out. Let me pass it. And so, Ms. Gonzalez, hang on. You've been here all day with me, so.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Arbor One versus Dominique Jones.
Cheryl Luckoff on behalf of the plaintiff.
Yeah, I know you're here. We'll wait for you. Hello. What's your name?
Dominique Jones.
All right. And last time we were here, she was at 1910.52. She was going to pay $500 by today.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay it today. As soon as I leave here, I can make it up.
Oh, you haven't
I
paid it?
literally just left work. Yes. I tried to call earlier. I didn't know it was an option for Zoom.
Gotcha.
And they were like, oh, you got to do it 40 hours. So I didn't know. So I just came.
Okay. All right. Very good. So.
And I also turned in the T thing that you asked me.
Did you do that?
I
You turned that
brought
in?
it to the court myself on Tuesday.
Yes, you did. So she's going to get the stay for one more week in any event.
It'll be all paid by the 28th, regardless of the decision. However, I did get a ding on my email from DHS, but I wasn't able to look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is.
All right. But you're going to have everything paid by the 28th.
Absolutely.
Okay. There's a stay on it, which would adjourn it out to that date anyway. So I'm going to adjourn this to June 28th, 2024 at 12 p.m. So can you make sure that it gets paid before that time?
It'll be paid before then.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hi, Ms. Luffa.
She told me it's going to be paid. What?
I always pay.
Who are you waving at?
Miss Luffa.
Me.
I like her.
What?
That's my girl. I like
Every
her.
once in a while, a tenant will like me, right?
Luckoff?
Yeah.
You like her?
Absolutely.
Wow.
She doing her job. How somebody not gonna like her because they ain't pay their bill? I don't think so. That ain't how that works.
Oh,
She
whoa.
me.
Not only does she like you, you have a big defender here.
Well, it's the truth.
Thank you.
No, she does do her job and does it very well. All right.
All righty.
Thank you. You have a
See
great
you
weekend.
next week. Hopefully it'll be dismissed because
Yes, ma'am. All righty.
All right, thank you.
Barnes and Barnes versus Mmud and Miller.
Deputy Your Honor, Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Your name, sir?
Devin Miller.
All right. And Ms. Mmud, is she here or no?
Yes, she is here, but I think she's having some difficulties right now.
Your Honor, we haven't received a payment since the last time we were here. It's $26.65 total.
And sir?
$25.65, I'm sorry.
$25.65.
So I recently just received employment, so been waiting for my check to come between that time.
But it's not going to be. I have a note that $1,000 was going to be paid. I don't know why.
$1,000?
Okay. Well, how would you intend on getting this paid off, sir?
So I don't get paid until the 28th. And then
Until the what?
the 28th of June.
Okay, but all right, let's take that. And how much would you be willing? How much are you going to be able to pay?
So with me working weekly, I get paid $5.60 on a full
On a full check, you get how much?
$5.60 minus tax.
Because I don't know how we're going to do this if she's not here, because I'm about to. I mean, my inclination is to issue a judgment.
Well, we've been having some difficulties in being uncooperative.
Pardon?
That she was being uncooperative. I would hope that you don't throw it out because I'm really trying.
She was being uncooperative.
I apologize for interrupting. I have an IM out front, but she doesn't want to come into the courtroom because of a contact order between her and her husband.
We don't have one, sir, Your Honor.
Are you her husband?
Yes, may I explain?
Please.
Okay, so recently, she's having a spat with me. She's just upset that, she wanted me to apologize for, a misunderstanding that we had before, coming here to court. When she got, verbally volatile with me, so she decided to.
Okay. That's fine. Is there a no contact order between the two of you?
No, there's absolutely not. She probably just said that just to make things worse on my end.
Well, they couldn't get much worse.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not really sure. She can be very vindictive.
Okay, so let's not say that out loud.
Okay.
Can you go down the hall and
Sign her into Zoom?
no? She's here. Yeah, well, ask her if she's going to participate in the hearing. You have one case, Mr. Friedman.
Sure.
Just saying.
I did have one recently, Your Honor, in 14A1 or 14B, I mean, and the person was adamant that he could not pay, and the judge finally said, well, okay, but you're going to have a judgment. And guess what happened 3 days later?
Yes.
So I know that advice of right says you don't have to have a judgment to get assistance, but sometimes it assists.
Sometimes it helps. Yep.
Is Miss Martin working?
She received this or something. So. I recently started working.
Pardon?
I recently started working.
Yeah, but does she work?
She doesn't work now, but she's disabled.
Disabled?
Yes. So she receives this.
I thought she was getting I didn't mean over, but I thought she was getting a job down the street.
Oh, yeah, she was trying to get a job at Insomniac Cookies. She has yet to hear from them. But I was able to obtain employment and I started working this week.
Where'd Alan go? I was just wondering where Alan went. Even though today's gone, he probably just left the building. He knew I shouldn't have let him out. Him over here.
Sir. Yeah, see you.
All right. And what's your name?
Mmud.
All right. There's a total amount of $25.65 owing. Was there a method by which you were intending on getting this paid? Or do you know?
I'm gonna be very honest with you, Judge.
Okay.
I have no intention of paying one penny. No intention of paying one penny. I've been with Barnes and Barnes for since 2021 in this place. I've been with Barnes and Barnes for about 6 years now. Before that, I was in different apartments with Barnes and Barnes. Before that, I've been in EMU since I was 16. Eastern Police, Ipsy Police, all y'all have just failed me. I've been begging Barnes and Barnes to fix my house for a simple fan for heat in the winter. I'm having to take money out of my pockets to keep myself fed.
I would rather sleep in my car than fight for a house. Because along with this court case, I'm dealing with my pedophile dad who decided to touch me for 6 years and get away with it. Along with that, I'm dealing with my mom not cooperating and being in cahoots with him. I'd rather win a settlement than fight for this and give my last tears and blood, sweat, and tears into this. My husband doesn't understand how to speak to me nicely. That's why we're not standing here together. And I'm not gonna stand next to a man who doesn't know how to open the right door instead of the left door and snap at his wife. I'm not going to do that. I walked out because in March, I was in jail for beating him up. I'm not gonna stand here and go out of my character and act irate when I don't want to fight for something that's mine. That's not, he claims that it's his more than mine. I brought him into my house. I gave him my car. I gave him the clothes on his back. I'm not going to fight for this anymore. I'm exhausted, tired, and hopeless. Ipsy police was in my house today at 5 a.m. when I asked for harassment. I filed a PPO. I'm getting no help. I'm hopeless, frustrated, and exhausted, and I'm done.
Okay. I just had to make sure, which is why I wanted it in the courtroom, that I was going to find no tribal issue. I was going to issue a judgment to the plaintiff. And I just wanted to make sure that you understood what the court was doing, which is why I wanted you here. All right. So the court finding no tribal issue, I'll enter a judgment for possession and money. It looks like you requested. For possession and money as to both defendants. Told them out the 25,600, that was inclusive of cost, correct?
Yes.
In the total amount of $2,565. And an order of eviction or writ will issue in 10 days. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, could you say that again? I speak 3 different languages. I'm not American. I'm British. So I didn't understand one word that came out of your mouth. I'm sorry, sir.
The whole thing?
You're throwing legal words at me, sir. I'm mentally,
ma'am.
I'm in
All right.
middle school. I didn't pass, I
Okay.
speak 3 different languages. I'm not educated.
Okay.
So I don't understand when you throw legal terms at me. I need to speak to me like a toddler. I would understand that better. Thank you.
I'm issuing a judgment. I'm signing a judgment, a piece of paper indicating that plaintiff, your landlord, has the right to possession of the premises.
Okay, so
unless $2,565 is paid prior to July 1st or by July 1st. If it's not paid by July 1st, they can then file for what's called a writ of restitution or an order of eviction to have you move. Either at that point, you can move by then or you can pay the money by then. If you fail to move, what will end up happening if they file that order of eviction, the court will sign off on it. And then what will happen is the sheriff and other police agency or the sheriff's department or a court officer will show up and will, if you haven't vacated the premises, will remove you from the premises.
Yeah, and I know how the eviction process works. I just don't. I have lawyers in my family, but I'm more on the medical side rather than the lawyer side. But I appreciate all your help, and so my husband and I aren't cooperating today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court recalls the case of Northville Crossing versus Gonzalez Ramos and Gonzalez.
And Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak with Miss Gonzalez, who actually goes.
And it was a pleasant conversation, wasn't it?
It was, Judge.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Christina Gonzalez, who's now known as Christina Gates. And I believe I said that correct, Ms. Gates?
Yeah,
okay. And we've reached terms for a consent judgment, Your Honor.
All right.
Rent to retain is $1,407.80. Costs are $244. Total due $1,651.80. Ms. Gates is going to pay that amount plus the July rent as follows. She was going to pay $600 on June 28th, and then minimally $500 on July 5th, $500 on July 12th, $500 on July 19th. That's the minimum payment due on each of those days. Any remaining balance would then be paid on July 26th. Ms. Gates understands that if there was a default on the agreement, plaintiff could file for the order of eviction after the statutory 10 days has lapsed, which would be a request date of July 2nd. I advise Ms. Gates of her rights under MCR 4.201J. I believe she's given me permission to sign the consent judgment on her behalf, and we would request entry of a default possession-only judgment with the same terms as to Jose Gonzalez Ramos. The one aspect of that I didn't clarify, Your Honor, for the court is that if there was a default, plaintiff could seek the order of eviction without further hearing, so that would constitute a waiver of that 56-day rule.
And Ms. Gates, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And I don't know if you said so, you gave permission for Ms. Northville to sign your.
I
All
did,
right,
yeah.
very. All right, then judgment to the plaintiff. The writ date as indicated in the amount of $1651.80 with a writ date as indicated in the judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, I
Once
just
that
have to
gets to me,
show my
I'll sign
son.
off.
Can I show my
Pardon?
son that I'm on live with the famous Simpson judge?
What'd you say?
I said, can I show my son that I'm live with the famous judge?
You can if you'd like. See there? Hello, sir. How are you doing? Yep.
seeing you everywhere.
I know. Maybe too many places. All right.
Let me get an autograph and we'll be good.
Okay. All right.
All my papers.
I was gonna say, you'll see his signature on, unfortunately, the court order.
Yes, that's true.
Matter.
Give me my autograph. All right, you guys take care. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Ms. Gates Gonzalez.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
You too.
That's it for us.